These are the 5 mistakes that we see searchers making over and over and over. And if you do any of these, you're setting your search up to fail. Number 1, they say they're out creating a holdco. Now, this whole holdco movement is completely out of control. Now, holdco is basically someone that says they're going to acquire several different companies and they're going to have one at the top that holds all of the companies below. So basically they're saying that they're looking to acquire several companies rather than one. Now, if a broker or a seller hears you say that, they're probably not going to take your interest in the business seriously. You need to focus on finding one company that you want to buy and then run. And then after you are successful running that one company, you can go out and potentially acquire others. But until you've run one company successfully, leave holdco out of your vocabulary. Number 2, they are not looking within their skill set and they're looking at too many different types of businesses. Now, if the brokers in your town see that you're looking at all kinds of random businesses, they're going to label you a tire kicker and they are not going to let you talk to their sellers, and you're never really going to be in the running for an acquisition. You need to really sit down, assess your skills, your management skills, what industries you've worked on, and find some target industries and focus on that. And that target industry should fit your skill set. Your target industry should not be HVAC if you have never worked in a home service business. Number 3, they use a legal entity to do their search. So XYZ Capital or something like that. And I'm going to admit, this is a mistake that I made a long time ago. I searched under the name of an LLC and thought it was a smart thing to do. It's what some of the books said to do, and it's completely wrong. If brokers and sellers see that, it really turns them off. Sellers, they're people, they want to sell to people. They don't want to sell to a private equity firm. And the fact that you're not a private equity firm as an individual buyer is your key advantage. The sellers don't want to sell to private equity. They want to sell to a person. You're a person. Do your search as a person. So that means use your name at Gmail as the email that you're searching for. At least, as long as it's somewhat professional, just use your normal email address. Give your real name on documents. Give your real information. Number 4, they won't provide proof of funds when asked. Now, again, I get it. It's really hard because typically as a searcher, you might have a very small amount of money relative to the purchase price. And there are a lot of brokers out there that don't understand the SBA market. I'd say maybe less than like 2 to 3% of the brokers out there actually understand what the down payment is required to buy a business. So we see deals, if you have good experience, you can buy a business with as little as 2.5% down. So if you don't have 20 or 30%, a broker's asking for 20 or 30%, usually you can call them and say, hey, 2.5% is what we need. And the best thing to prove that is usually to come with some type of pre-approval letter. So either from a lender, if you need one, we can help you get one. But if you can get something that says from the bank, you're looking at a $3 million business and it says the bank has approved you for a $3 million loan, then, that gives your offer a lot more credibility than if you don't have that. So give proof of funds when asked, explain to the broker what your down payment requirement is from your bank, and get a pre-approval letter. Number 5, they're not treating their meetings like interviews. We all know your meetings with the brokers and the sellers are opportunities for you to interview them to get information about the company, but never forget that they are interviewing you. You are interviewing for the right to buy that business. So you need to be respectful and courteous to both the broker and the seller. Be mindful of your questions. Make sure that you're not rude. I usually try not to hit a seller with too many difficult questions in a row. So if there's a difficult topic that I think might be, somewhat sensitive, I'll usually put some lighter topics before and after that, before we get into another deeper topic that they might feel, insecure about or sensitive about. Just remember, if they don't like you, they won't sell to you. There are plenty of buyers out there. There's no shortage of buyers. So if you have any questions about buying a business, leave them in the comments. If you want to keep getting our content, go to our profile, hit the sign up button, and that way we can give you updates on what other platforms you might be able to catch us on if something were to go away.